and China. So for our first recipe, which is Szechuan soup of China, here is my ingredients. I have here two different variety of mushrooms, which is shiitake and the ordinary mushrooms. Chicken stock, soft tofu, spring onions, cornstarch, sesame oil, 1 piece of egg, soy sauce, white vinegar, and chili paste. So now let's start doing our Szechuan soup. So for our first procedure of doing our Szechuan soup, of course, we will need to open your fire. And the first thing that we will be adding is our sesame oil, to be followed by the spring onions. Then our chili paste. Saute it until it's pregnant. Once it is boiled, we want to add our white vinegar, to be followed by a little bit of sesame oil. Mix it well, and later on we will be adding the mushrooms. It's time to add our tofu. Slowly mix it. Now our soup is quite good. We will turn off the heat, and it's time to add our scrambled egg. So my Szechuan soup is already cooked, and I have here some pieces of spring onions for my garnish, and I'm ready to serve my Szechuan soup. Let me present to you my Szechuan soup of China. Hi Chef, so for our next recipe, we'll be doing japchae of Korea, and here's my ingredients. I have here sweet potato noodles, this is pre-soak, shiitake mushrooms, salt and pepper to taste, red and green bell pepper, carrots, fried egg for our garnish, rice wine, soy sauce, white onions, spring onions, and spinach. Also, we have here sugar, sesame oil, and our beef slices. So now, let's start doing our japchae. So now, let me show you the method of our preparation of japchae. So the first thing that we're gonna do is add a half of vegetable oil and also a half of sesame oil. What to do is add our beef. We will season it with salt and pepper. And we will add a little bit of oil. Let it simmer and cook for a while, and later on we will add the other ingredients.
Once it's almost cooked, we will take some for our garnish later.
So what we want to do next is, of course, add our shiitake mushrooms, onions, and spring onions. Mix it well, and we will be adding our carrots and green and red bell pepper.
Also, it's time to add our rice wine. Mix it well, and we will be adding our sweet potato noodles.
In this case, we want to add some butter to soften our noodles. For the last part of our japchae, it's time to add our spinach. Mix it well, because our spinach is very easy and fast to cook.
So now, my japchae is almost done, and it's time to add it.
Now, here is is my japchae. So for our last recipe, which is from the country of Japan, we will be doing sushi, the nigiri, onigiri, and the sashimi. So let me show you my ingredients. So I have here salmon, norishit, tobiko, mango, fried eggs, crab stick, cucumber, rice vinegar, and of course, our Japanese rice. So now let's start doing the sushi.
It's time to create our sushi, so let me show you the procedure on how to make it. First thing first, you need a sushi mat, chopping board, and a knife to cut. And the first thing that we need is we need to grab a piece of nourishit, and we will grab some rice. You also need some water for the rice not to be stick in your hand. So, wet your hands a little bit, and pour some rice here in the nourishit. Don't overflow the nourishit, so you don't be hard for folding later, and it doesn't need to be thick.
Now my nourishit is full of rice, so we will flip it, but before we do that, our sushi mat will be needing a plastic. This time. So after flipping it, we will be putting our fillings. First is we have some cucumber, crab stick, mangoes, you also have some options to add some eggs. And we will be rolling it using our sushi mat. First things first is, of course, you need to control and put some pressure. Assist, hold, roll it again, assist, hold, put some pressure, and do it again by assist, hold, and put some pressure. And after rolling your sushi, it's time to put your tofu. You will just simply spread it on your sushi like this. And after putting tobiko, it's time to clean your hands and grab a knife and then start cutting. But wait, I forgot to fix the edges, so we need again to grab our mat. You will just simply put the end of the sushi, and you will just control and push it. Also in the other side. So now my sushi is quite good and it's be ready to be cut. So grab your knife and cut it into the center.
So now let's move on to our next and second sushi, which is nigiri. It's time to grab again a piece of nourishit, and we will do the same procedure. So my nourishit is almost full, and it's time to add the fillings. So for my fillings, I don't have any booze, so I'm adding a slice of shrimp.
So for the last part of the sushi, that what we call sashimi, we will just simply grab some Japanese rice and we will ship it here. But of course, before doing this, you need to wet your hands so it won't stick. So chef, it's a wrap. I'm done doing the recipe of Japan, which is the sushi, the onigiri, nigiri, sashimi, and I have here the dippings, which is wasabi, mayonnaise, Japanese mayonnaise, and soy sauce. So now chef, I'm happy to announce that I'm done doing this demonstration of the 3 recipe of the 3 East Asia countries, which is Japan, Korea, and China. We have here the japchae of Korea, Szechuan soup of China, and the sushi of Japan. And once again, I'm the Erika Franca from your section,